There are times in life that break your heart, but rebuild it. This was one of those times. Imagine a child stepping onto a stage, not only to perform, but to present the world with what bravery looks like. That child is Evangeline, affectionately referred to as Eevee, the daughter of Maddie Brown Brush. And behind that performance lies a tale of strength few will ever know as an adult. Eevee had been born with a rare condition known as Fatco syndrome, which drastically hinders bone development. Everything was different from the moment she was here. She lacked several bones, fibulas, toes, even part of a lower leg. For her parents, this included making unimaginable choices, one of which was amputation, not to cut away hope, but to leave room for it to grow, to opt for the potential of movement, of freedom, over fear and restriction. It was far from a cakewalk. That first year was filled with doctor appointments, prosthetic fittings, tears, and experiences no parent can prepare for. But then something magical happened. Eevee stepped. For the first time, she walked, then she ran, and soon she danced. This year, following months of rehearsal, she danced in her school recital. No spotlight, no special attention, just a small, proud girl in costume, eager to share her happiness with the world. Maddie did not post a video of the recital, but she did not have to. Her words were all the description their daughter needed. She wrote of her daughter as kind, fierce, resilient, and sharp as a tack. With each step Eevee makes, the strength weaved into her tale is remembered, and how blessed they are to see her shine. But Eevee's path is only half of it. Maddie, born into the glare of a polygamous home as the daughter of Janelle and Kody Brown, was raised amidst conflict, cameras, and public judgment. She might have walked that same route. Instead, she rebelled. She formed a life determined not by family strife, but by healing, truth, and love. Now Maddie stands alone, no longer bound by her surname or her father's name. She's a mother creating something else. A home where integrity is more important than facade, where determination is understated but firm, and where her daughter is surviving not just but thriving. This isn't a tale of overcoming a diagnosis. This is a tale of rewriting the future. Eevee didn't let her condition hold her back. She danced around it. And Maddie, in opting for a new way of life, has given her daughter a foundation based not on limitation, but on limitless possibility. Maddie Brown Brush's power isn't boisterous, it's real. She doesn't attempt to go viral online, she provides connection. Her social media content, sharing parenting a child with a limb difference, isn't staged for claps. It's unfiltered, real, and refreshingly human. She's posted the late nights, the worries, and the tears of surprise and joy that come with being Eevee's mom. And that honesty, it's why individuals identify with her. She doesn't sugarcoat the tough stuff. She loves the in-between, the place where life actually occurs. Aside from motherhood, Maddie has entered a new type of relationship with her mom, Janelle. Together they've conquered the health and wellness space, becoming head endorsers for a line of supplements. Some might eye-roll at influencer marketing, but for Maddie it's never been about selling something. It's about taking back her narrative. It's about creating a life on her own terms, one free of the drama, dysfunction, and control that once defined her. And then there is the garden. Maddie and Janelle have chronicled their process of planting a garden from the ground up, hands in the dirt, seedlings emerging under the sun, and laughter exchanged between generations. It is more than a hobby. It is symbolic. It is growth, planted in love and patience, healing, slow and steady. The garden is not only thriving, it's writing a story. Now, Maddie is taking a literal step. She's moving to be nearer to Janelle, to intensify the relationship with the mother who has been there for her, not merely as a parent, but as an actual partner in this new phase of life. It's not about location, it's about committing to closeness, committing to a form of family that protects, guards, and develops together. For Maddie, it's one step further to a peaceful and meaningful life. As Maddie constructs something real and solid, her father, Kody Brown, is going in the opposite direction. Formerly the focal point of TLC's Sister Wives, Kody is now, in the eyes of many fans, a representation of ego, distance and dysfunction. The self-proclaimed patriarch of the plural family has become, in the eyes of viewers, a cautionary figure. His public profile has plunged precipitously, particularly since the collapse of his marriages. He's effectively vanished from the lives of the grown-up children who've commented, many of whom appear to be emotionally closing the door on him. His daughter Michael T publicly lambasted him for emotional unavailability, and fans paid attention. Even his efforts at staying in the news have rebounded against him. When he returned to Cameo, appearing to charge outrageous prices for custom videos, it seemed like a cry for attention. But really the talk generated was about his bio. He said he was 42 years old, even though his oldest child, Logan, TikToks had called him out. It was the last straw for many, verification that Kody was out of touch not just with his family, but with reality. He's been largely quiet on social media since. No more posts, no more selfies, just the occasional sighting. One recent sighting in Idaho, where he and Robin went to a graduation, stirred up talk. A Facebook user posted a group photo and joked about keeping the daughters inside. Some of them laughed, others winced. The jokes were interjected with authentic concern. The wholesome father figure image of Kody has fallen apart. What is left is a man that many view as manipulative, holding on to a bygone version of himself. And when he does appear in public, it's never with his other children, it's always with Robin, the one and only wife. But to viewers, even that devotion feels isolating, more retreat than relationship. Kody is not changing, he is vanishing. In the meantime, Maddie is giving us a lesson in real evolution. She's subtle, she's steady, she's grounded in reality, and she doesn't require a limelight to radiate. But just when viewers believed the drama had subsided, TLC released a trailer for part 2 of the Sister Wives Tell-All, and the surprise was immediate. Kody Brown, the same man who couldn't accept Christine's autonomy, now wishes to take a guys trip with her new husband, David Woolley. The same man he used to resent, let that sit. Kody, the individual who grappled with his former spouse's move-on, is now asking his ex-wife's fiancé out for a vacation. Fans weren't sure whether to laugh, cringe, or scream. Some interpreted it as an olive branch. Most understood it as what it probably is, a strange PR move meant to tone down his disintegrating public persona. Either way, it further entrenched the gap between what Kody presents himself to be and what he's become. Ultimately, as Kody holds on to a dying identity, Maddie is creating something authentic, something true. She's teaching us that healing isn't always grand and dramatic. Sometimes it develops quietly. One step, one seed, one truth at a time. Kody's surprise offer of a guys trip with Christine's new husband, David Woolley, read more like a plot twist nobody requested than reconciliation. On the one hand, it might appear to be a gesture to demonstrate he's moved on, that he's not resentful, but the timing raises an eyebrow, and the motive? Dubious at best. Rather than bring clarity, this suggestion raised more eyebrows than optimism. Is Kody really attempting to mend fences, or simply hoping to insert himself into Christine's new narrative? Some fans guess he might be attempting to influence David with his own spin on the past. But whatever his reason, the public isn't having it. And frankly, neither are we. David Woolley, as opposed to Kody, has demonstrated himself to be solid, stable, and wonderfully low-key. He's not seeking fame, and he's definitely not inserting himself into family soap for airtime. His support of Christine and her kids has been steady, subtle, and significant. The thought of him tagging along with Kody for beers or a bonding road trip feels completely out of character. It's not merely a personality mismatch. It highlights how disconnected Kody has become from the family's forward progress. This so-called guy's trip isn't only tone deaf, it's evidence of how far Kody has strayed from the emotional development that those around him are experiencing. Christine is carrying on with dignity. Maddie is happily fulfilling her own meaningful life. Even Janelle is laying down new roots and forging a future that bears no resemblance to the past. Meanwhile, Kody appears stuck, repeating a cycle of strained efforts at being relevant and relic control mechanisms. What had appeared to be leadership before now seems like desperation. The contrast could not be greater. While his ex-wives and children embody healing, personal transformation, and authentic change, Kody seems to be mired in attempting to redefine the past instead of confronting it. The end result is a shallow performance, a man grasping at shreds of power as everyone else in the family thrives without him. And that brings us full circle. Think about where Sister Wives began, a vision of unity, of love expanding across multiple households. The idea that family could be different and still be whole. But what started as a bold experiment has, over the years, unraveled into a cautionary tale. The dream fractured, the unity gave way to division, and promises that once felt hopeful now echo as regrets. But in the middle of all that, a little girl named Eevee took the stage and rewrote what victory actually is. No fanfare, no spotlight requests, simply a quiet, radiant strength that eclipsed everyone else. As adults grapple with the burden of shattered roles and worn-out identities, Eevee is living testament to a new narrative, one of resilience, movement, and pure joy. Maddie, her mom, didn't simply walk away from the chaos in her family, she decided to grow. She's become a beacon of strength, of progress, and of authenticity. Fans love her not because she's perfect, but because she's real. She's proven that healing is possible, even when it comes after dysfunction. And that it doesn't have to be loud to be potent. Meanwhile, Kody remains in a familiar loop. Awkward PR moves, fading relevance, and a growing disconnect from the people who once looked to him for leadership. So now we're left with a question only time can answer. Is Kody heading toward redemption, or is he sinking deeper into denial? Can someone change after years of deflection, or is real growth simply happening around him, without him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This conversation isn't over, it's just beginning. I'm Monica, and you've been watching Sister Wives Underground. If this story moved you, even in the smallest way, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and come back for more, because sometimes it's the quiet victories, a brave little girl dancing under the lights, that shine far brighter than a decade of broken promises.